konbanwa, Licht Vapour desu. Streaming to you from the Southeast Asian shores. My name is Licht Vapour. And welcome to the last official episode of Trans Talks. Before I change it to something more general, so I have a bigger audience. Today's final guest is my friend and yours, Kitsune KANDI. Say hi, KANDI.
Oh my god, hi.
This is KANDI. KANDI is a good friend of mine. Through one horny cat cow. I I met KANDI through hold on, the music is a bit loud. I cannot hear my own thoughts. The lo-fi is taking over. Okay. KANDI is a friend of mine, and I met him through Milka, who is also yes, who is a mutual of ours. KANDI likes streaming horror games. I'm not really like prepared for this, mostly because KANDI didn't sign up using the form. I asked KANDI personally, so he didn't sign up using the form, so I don't have like an introduction for him. But what I can tell you, KANDI is a fox, if that wasn't obvious enough. KANDI likes streaming horror games and is gay. Yes.
Oh my god.
Do you
describe that?
Yes. Do you want to do a little self-introduction? Since I clearly didn't do a great job.
I think you did an amazing job.
Thank you.
My audio just like cut out, so I missed half of that.
Yeah.
But yeah. So hi, I'm KANDI. I should say like I go by like he they. I mostly stream like horror games, very inconsistent schedule all the time, so I had to delete my whole schedule. But yeah, I like making friends. I love sweets, and I'm currently just waking up right now too, so that goes along with the whole thing.
First of all, thank you for waking up. I know it's like 9 AM and no normal gay person wakes up at 9 AM because nobody's a functioning member of society.
Oh no, not at all.
But thank you so much for waking up. I hope you're not too tired or anything.
Oh no, I was really excited for this too.
Oh, thank you. That's so sweet of you. That's so sweet of you. Okay, we're gonna dive right into the questions. Okay, so
yeah.
This is a very generic question. How did you get into Vtubing?
How did I get into Vtubing? Well, it was mostly my roommate Milka. If you don't know, I live with like that Milka. Yes. On Twitter.
Yes.
And we both decided to get into Vtubing at the same time because we thought it'd be something that would be fun, and especially with all the COVID restrictions, it's kind of hard to do anything. Yeah, so y'all like mostly
y'all live in Canada, right?
Yeah, we live both of us live in Canada, so it's if you see it, it's very like up and down with what's going on right now, so
it's
kind of hard for us to do anything.
That's fair. I actually don't know much about like the Canada COVID situation because most of the news is fucking bombarded by how badly America is handling everything.
Oh my god, it's hilarious. Like Canada barely focuses on our own news too. We always hear about the US.
Yeah, it's so hard to like hear any news about anywhere else that isn't America. But yeah, but like how did you guys like find out about Vtubing and everything? This MF died.
Oh my god, yeah, it just like completely died for me.
This MF fucking passed away. Okay, is it better now? Is it okay?
Yeah.
I
can hear you now.
Yeah, how did you guys find out about Vtubing? Was it through like the usual mainstream, I found Hololive clips, I found Niji Sanji clips, or did you watch like more how do I say under the radar Vtubers?
I don't even know who I really started following first. It was just something that No, I remember. So it was specifically that Milka was looking at TikToks and everything, and there was I know there was a bunch of stuff for Vtubing, like the really popular Vtuber. I forget their name. But they were showing like model rigging and some clips of them playing a game. I'm like, okay, that looks interesting. That looks easy enough.
You could
Not
describe,
easy.
if you remember their appearance, you could describe it to me. I have kind of an encyclopedia of VTubers in my head.
Oh my god, I think it's that one VTuber called Mary?
Mary?
Mary, they're like
Oh, if it's English, then I probably don't know.
Yeah, it's an English VTuber.
Okay, yeah, I mostly know Japanese and Chinese ones. TikTok. I see. I see. Yeah, Milka seems like the type to hop on trends, which isn't like a bad thing, but you know, it'd be. I don't get to say anything. I'm right here.
Firing shots at him while he's sleeping.
He can't hear any of this. It's fine. He doesn't know. What he doesn't know won't hurt him. I get a bunch of angry DMs later. That's a problem for future Licht, not right now.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, that's not the average story. Most of the people that I talk to are usually like, oh, I got into it because of like Hololive clips, especially since a lot of Hololive and Niji Sanji clips started circulating when in about, I think, like October. So I know that's when everything kind of.
Yeah, I noticed that there is just like my whole like For You page, my whole like page. I don't usually go on Twitter much like before all of this, so I knew nothing about this. I was always just on YouTube watching like YouTubers. I wasn't really into like live streaming stuff.
Yeah,
but,
same.
But I wasn't used to that. I didn't know how to feel about that, and of course I'm like super anxious and stuff about my voice. I'm not super extroverted, so I didn't really know if that would work for me. But I mean, not showing your face, being able to talk with people, and putting on a different character, it's nice, actually.
Yeah.
You meet a lot of really cool people.
Yeah. Would you consider like yourself to be KANDI, or more of like KANDI's more of like a persona and like a character that you act as?
Definitely, I think KANDI is more of like a character, because it still feels weird when people like address me as, I know there's quite a few VTubers that they are that character, they act as that character, and I applaud them so much.
That's just me. Like, I remember starting out, I was like, oh, I want to act like super princely and super, regal, and then the minute I opened my mouth, and it didn't really work out from there.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I get that. I don't know if I'd be able to ever portray that, but who knows? Maybe I will be KANDI.
I kind of opened my mouth and I am unable to control any of the words that come out of it, so like acting as a character didn't really work out for me. I have lore, but it's kind of in the background more than anything.
Oh yeah, it's definitely more of a character that I relate to, like my persona, than anything else.
Would you say it's helped you, like, gain more confidence live streaming and making new friends on Twitter, and in a sense kind of like acting as an alter ego, I think is the best way to put it? Would you say it's helped you like gain more confidence?
Honestly, yeah. Like I do have a friend that right now she's like streaming like with her full like face and everything. Oh, wow. And I'm like, I was always intimidated by a live streamer doing anything of the sort, just because I'm like, oh no, like I don't want to show my face. I don't want to have to do that. It's like super intimidating. I don't think I'm that interesting. Like I'm not that super extroverted, so it was always so intimidating. But then I guess this was kind of like the perfect middle ground.
Yeah.
To be honest, it's honestly, it's a lot of fun. There are days where I actually look forward to streaming, and I never thought I'd look forward to something again after like, everything was shut down.
That's good though. I mean, I think I definitely empathize with you on the whole, like, oh my god, people showing their face, especially since like I'm someone who uses not a lot of filters, but I rely, especially like cause Asian and everything, right? I rely a lot on like beauty apps and shit. So sometimes when I look in like at like a front-facing camera, I'm like, bro.
Me?
Yeah. So you know, I feel like, especially since I kind of grew up in the whole when the internet was getting really popular and everything, right? I think there was a huge emphasis on you can only show your face on the internet if you're like drop dead gorgeous or you're like ikemen as fuck, you know. So I guess it's kind of like it's really intimidating, and I really understand that.
Yeah, like I would only show like maybe like my photography and everything. I did not want to show my face at all because that's just too intimidating.
Yeah, I get that. Especially like, so like I cosplay and you cosplay, so I think you know sort of empathize with this, right? But
oh yeah,
like cosplaying is a whole different thing because you have makeup on, you have the power to like edit your photos. It's not moving, it's not live, so if you fuck up you can always just redo it. You know, you can control your image very well because there's no time limit, there's no live streaming, it's not live, and you can control everything in the background. So I'm pretty proud of you, I guess, for, you know, taking the leap into doing something more that's less controlled and more just honest in a sense. Not like in a bad way, but I suppose honest in the sense that, you know, so that you have less control over it, and I think that helps a lot of people like loosen up in a way.
Oh my god, Liz, thank you. Oh my god, just complimenting me over here.
Oh, wakes up.
Yeah, but I
wakes up at 9 a.m. gets fucking complimented to death, dies immediately.
Oh my god, I'm blushing.
Yes, continue. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I didn't mean to cut you off there. But yeah, like with cosplaying and everything, that's what really got me like out of my shell. And like I'm pretty sure I mentioned before that that's was my main hobby. So that's like all like IRL, showing your face, doing TikTok, things like that. I miss things like that. I miss interacting with people, and because it brought me a lot of new opportunities too. And I guess Vtubing is kind of like the same thing, except just the online version.
Yeah.
In a way, because like with cosplaying, you are putting on like a different character. You want to be seen as that character, and that's exactly kind of what Vtubing is in a way. At least for me.
No, I get that. I completely get that. I think it's essentially like at the core it's the same thing, because when conventions are still a thing.
God.
When conventions were still a thing, and you know, we were going out and meeting all these new people and seeing all these friends who were you the type of person to kind of separate your cosplay life from your like real life, like work and school and stuff like that?
Like I don't have a lot of my IRL friends don't cosplay themselves, so it's kind of like hard to relate to people. And like you bring stuff up like that at work, and they're like, what the hell is that?
Yeah, I completely understand. Like I think I have about, especially since I got bullied in secondary school, which is I guess the equivalent of like kind of middle high school in in the West. I came out of school with a total of four. I'm the fifth one. Four cis-het male friends. So it's very unfortunate. So yeah, I completely understand what you mean. And it's I guess VTubing is sort of like an alternate version of that, because you get to be in a sense yourself, or like the ideal version of yourself, and have all these other people who understand you and you know, kind of sympathize and empathize with the things that you're doing, and you know, are supportive of it, instead of looking at you with a blank face and going, what?
Yeah, exactly. And it's, I don't know, like specifically cosplaying has brought me like a lot of people I don't think I'd normally like talk to. on just like a normal basis. I've met like so many groups. There's so many people that are like older than me that do this and have been doing it for a long time.
Dude, I
So
know
many
people who
that like are
cosplay who are
younger.
like 30 something, and I'm like, bro.
Yeah, there's like, people out there that are like professionals and stuff. And
Yeah.
I'm like how do you manage this?
Yeah.
And I always thought that like something like that was that, oh, you have to be like very pretty, you have to like show off your body, like it just wasn't something that was appealing to me before. But I'm like, okay, I mean, all the characters I cosplay are male,
Yes.
so because I feel more comfortable.
I get that.
That feeling when you're a kitty.
Oh my god! You caught me! Ooh, I'm a fucking Komai Dakini. Ooh.
Oh, you're red-handed.
You and Milka like Komaheda and Sans. Think about that.
Oh god, no.
Think
No.
about that.
Don't say that.
Think about
I really
that.
don't want to think about that.
Think about it.
Nagito Kamaeda.
Every time Candy wakes up Megalovania starts playing.
Oh god. You know what? That's what I feel like sometimes.
Why do I hear boss music?
Oh god, he's up.
Yeah. Well, to sum it up, I guess I understand how you know Vtubing and everything has sort of been kind of this fallback since, you know, cosplaying isn't really, especially publicly, like cosplaying is still an option, but it's very hard to do publicly right now, which is a big part of the whole experience. So I understand how that's kind of a fallback, and you know, I'm glad that you kind of found this alternative to lean back on while all of everything is happening right now and it's preventing us from doing our usual gay shit in public. Now we do it in private online. Oh!
Oh my god. Again. It's all going back to the beginning.
To the fucking Stone Age.
Exactly.
Reject humanity, return to monkey.
Revert to monkey.
Alright.
Oh yeah.
Yes, sorry.
Oh no, I lost my thought. It's okay. Keep going.
Oh well. Alright. Yeah, well, here's my third question. How and when did you, you know, kind of realize that you weren't a cishetty? Oh my god. You know.
Oh my god, when I wasn't a cishet.
But yeah, like, you know, because everyone's like self-coming out experience is always different. So, you know, what's yours personally?
Oh my god, I think I went through, like, this was like in like high school. I think for us it was grade, god, I'm trying to think. Maybe like grade 10 or
Oh,
something.
did you and Milka go to school together?
No, no, it's no, we met, I'm trying to think. Oh my god.
Was
too
it a
much
fucking
brain power in the
cosplay
morning.
convention?
Yeah, it was at a
My
convention, like, yeah. It
Sorry,
was,
because
like,
I
one of
heard
my
you say
first
we just now, so I was like, what?
Oh yeah, I don't know why I said that.
It's sleepy.
No, but,
it's the sleep. It's the sleep.
It's the sleep that's getting to me.
That's alright.
No, but oh my god, I used to be in like the GSA at our school.
What's
the
GSA?
Gay
Sorry,
Straight Alliance.
you have to like clarify a lot of these terms for me because I am a little Asian twink.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's like they would change it every single year. It'd be like Gay Straight Alliance.
Oh, I see.
Basically.
That's a wait.
But,
Sorry. Your high school had a gay straight alliance?
Yeah.
What?
The Gay Straight Alliance, but like it wasn't really straighties in there. It was all like
That's
people
so
that were already
weird.
LGBT.
Like, cause I live in a pretty conservative country, so I'm like, what?
Oh yeah, I honestly I keep forgetting that you're from where?
Singapore.
Where are you from exactly?
I'm in Singapore.
Singapore.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a little Singaporean Chinese lad.
Oh my god. Cause like I honestly I don't I keep forgetting about that. I don't think about that. I haven't been to many places. I've been to like Europe, but that's still very
Oh,
like
that's completely valid. Yeah, I get told a lot that I have very Western vibes, but I think that's just because of how I grew up. My family's pretty Westernized.
But yeah, like basically at like a lot of schools this was like a common thing. Schools would have like a GSA, like Gay Straight Alliance thing, just talking about different issues. We went around to different like elementary schools and just kind of informing the kids about that there's a whole spectrum.
Oh, right.
You
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
have to
because
be,
I think
like, if you don't
Canada
want to.
Canada was always quick on the uptake on the whole teaching kids about queerness in schools and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, I mean, there are of course like a lot of people still that are complete like assholes.
Yeah,
But
obviously.
you're always gonna get people that are that like that, unfortunately. But I think that's mostly where I started actually discovering, because a lot of the people that I hung out with, like especially like girls and everything, were like completely straight or at least questioning. So it wasn't until, this is gonna sound cheesy, it wasn't until I got into musical theater
Okay.
that I learned that there was more, more on the spectrum, just because the cliche of everyone in musical theater and theater is gay.
If I had better facial tracking, I swear to God. Wait, so before that, like, did you join the GSA as like a straighty, or were you like, I'm like what, bi, Libyan, or what?
Am I a lesbian?
Are you
or
Lebanese?
Are you Lebanese?
I thought you were Canadian.
But yeah, I think I was just mostly questioning. I know for a while I was identifying as just like my sexuality was just like asexual, because I didn't know, like, I honestly didn't know anything, and I was safe with saying that because it's kind of a sexuality that people didn't really have much questions about, like at least at our school.
That's
and
fair.
Everything. It was kind of like more taboo if you're like, oh yeah, I'm like fully gay.
Yeah, I get that.
Or
I get
like
that. It's like quote unquote safe, but as
yeah.
I feel the need to speak up on this. But as like someone who is asexual, I feel like there's a lot of misconceptions about what it means. But I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah, there is like a lot of misconceptions. I totally get that, because I mean, for most of my high school, I did identify as asexual. I don't anymore, but
The horny got to you.
I became unsazo. But it
That's what Milka told me as well.
Wait, what?
Milka was in our DMs because I sent him, like, every time I scroll on Twitter, I at least scroll past one like PNG drop that's horny, and then Milka replying to it. Like, if I get on Twitter, because I go on Twitter like pretty often, right? At least like twice a day. If I get on Twitter and I scroll and I don't see at least one of those horny PNG drops with Milka replying to it, something is wrong.
Oh no. I mean, it's not surprising. He's always horny posting.
Yes. But yeah, you were saying.
No, like I think especially like high school, it kind of like let me, like that group and everything let me kind of explore
What being a theater kid does to you.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know. I was never a theater kid.
Oh my god, it was it was something alright. I was part of the production crew, but of course we had like the drama queen
You
days.
had to interact with the pseudo drag queens, yes.
Oh my god. Oh my god, it was, I think that was the most fun that I have and the most comfortable. I think I felt more comfortable in musical theater
Understandable.
than I did actually in the GSA group.
Yeah, I
to
mean,
be honest.
yeah, that's fair. I think because I don't know. I know theater kids. I'm not a theater kid, but I know theater kids, and they're all usually really open about these things and really expressive. They're either really bitchy or like the sweetest people on earth. There's no like in between.
Honestly, and I was like I said, I was part of the production crew and like costumes and stuff, so I was more with the costumes people, and I
can you sew?
Yeah, I do sew.
I see.
Yeah, there's I mean, you probably seen on not my account, but Milka's account and stuff for cosplay. I sewed.
Unfortunately, Milka's account is suspended on Instagram, so no.
Oh my god! Oh god! Yeah, I forgot. Okay, I'll have to send you a picture and everything.
Oh yeah, sure.
I sewed like this Mimikyu costume.
I've seen the Mimikyu costume. I've seen the Mimikyu costume, and then Milka started gremlin walking in it. Yes, I didn't know you sewed that.
yeah, I did that, and then I sewed myself the Bennett costume as well.
Oh, I see. That's pretty dope.
Yeah, but I do a few like sewing stuff, especially for cosplay. But now I don't really have like either the time, money, or motivation to actually do anything.
Yeah, I mean, especially since there's nothing to sort of look forward to per se.
Yeah, I think the last thing I sewed was do you know the series Over the Garden Wall?
Yes.
Yeah, I sewed my costume because I went as the Beast for Halloween.
Ah, I see.
And I sewed like a whole cape and everything. So
hello Mogu, hello Claude, hello Paris, hello Jenna. Sorry for the very late hellos to the chat. I don't really want to ruin the flow of the conversation, but you know. But yeah,
hello chat.
Hello Gay People Nation. Yes, this is Gay People Nation. That is literally what this is.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, I did not know you sew. That's really cool. I wish I could sew. Unfortunately, I have the hands of a fucking piece of burnt toast. So I am very bad at sewing. I'm very good at styling wigs, and I'm very good at makeup, but other than that, if you ask, I can hot glue fabric together if you like.
Oh my god, I'm so bad when it comes to styling wigs and stuff.
Really?
I literally have to go. Yeah, I have to go. Milka, can you style my wig for me? Like, I can't.
If you saw my Xiao post, I styled that wig for my friend Mogu.
Oh my god.
I styled all the wigs on my page. Yes.
How do you say his name again?
Xiao.
I just want to make sure.
Xiao. Oh, Xiao. Yeah.
Xiao. Okay, yeah. I wanted to make sure I was pronouncing it right.
No, don't worry. Thank you. I know that some like Americans and stuff, like some white people are always like, it's Shao. I'm like, Shao. Wait, they're basically saying it SHAO, which means like little or few. So I'm like, no.
Oh. Yeah, especially on the like the English translation, like the voice actors and stuff, they really fuck up like the names of characters.
My name is Shao. I'm a yaksha, and I'm like, okay, bye.
Okay, I'm out.
I listen to the Chinese versions when I do play or I watch, but I don't really play Genshin that much anymore.
I'm still on like that Genshin high. I literally got him an hour before like the banner ended, and I was so happy.
Ooh, we love some end banner luck. Like I kind of keep up with it because some people in my family play, and you know, I have friends, cosplay friends obviously, who play, but I don't know. I guess the gameplay kind of got a bit boring for me. And
yeah, there wasn't much going on.
And the fandom, like the fandom is something else.
I know once it starts getting popular, I find that's when it's just overwhelming because it's everywhere. And I find it's just too overwhelming because it's something like, oh, I just wanted to enjoy this.
Yeah, it kind of takes away the enjoyment for me.
Yeah, it's like the same thing that happened with Identity V.
Yes. I was also like, I was a massive Identity V. I was like a rank maniac. I ranked every day.
Same.
And everything, but the fandom started getting really toxic. I'm actually into IDV signs as a writer. And you know, I cosplayed a bunch of IDV and everything, and I adored the game. I made a lot of friends from it. The gameplay is still super fun to me, but the fandom kind of ruined my enjoyment of it, because, you know, I started seeing it everywhere and people were always talking about it, and there were always so much that was with you know, popularity, which is nice because you get more content. Also comes the negativity, which made it a huge bummer to always see, and, you know, it kind of took away the enjoyment of that, because everyone was always like, IDV sucks, and I'm like
Yeah, I know there's a lot of things. It was just like something special that like Milka and I would play together. It'd be like, oh, rank's gonna start, like, let's do this. And then now it's just kind of like everywhere. Of course, you have a bunch of people that are getting into it that are kind of, I guess, kind of like toxic. This has happened with a lot of fandoms and stuff that I enjoy. It's just after a while, like, I'm not it's gonna, very unpopular opinion, I'm not a Danganronpa fan. I really do not like the series.
No, it's not an unpopular opinion. You're not allowed to not like Danganronpa.
Yeah, I've tried playing it before. I've tried getting into it. It's just, it's really bad when the area that I'm in, a lot of cosplayers are like maybe like 13, 14, so it's just a lot of bad experiences with like younger
I understand. I completely understand. Like, I've played the games, and I have yet to play the girls one and V3, even though I bought V3 because it was like a bundle. I enjoy the games for what they are. I think they're well-made games with good characters, you know, unique premise and everything. But I think because of how quote-unquote edgy it is, well, it's kind of like, here's a good example. I used to really enjoy, right before, this was right when the first season came out, and right before it kind of boomed in popularity, I really liked My Hero Academia. And now well, no. No.
Oh yeah, I've oh god, I don't mind the fandom as much now as it did when it was like surging in popularity.
Like just 2018.
Oh god, yeah. Every convention, I've had such bad experiences. If you don't, can I tell you an experience I had at a convention?
Yeah, of course. I completely understand. This is something that I 100% can empathize with.
Oh my god. Okay, so I have like really bad chronic migraines, just as like,
okay, same. I get
like
that.
medical things. That time it was like really bad. It was on like the first day of the convention. Oh my god, a bunch of BNHA cosplayers come down the escalator and are screaming at the top of their lungs and like making a bunch of noise. I'm already there, like almost passing out, like because I usually like either pass out or end up like throwing up, things like that. But they were like fawning over this like one popular cosplayer, and they were like right near us, and it was just like way too much for me.
I completely understand.
And everything. Yeah, it was. And like here especially, like I was saying, a lot of younger, like we have a lot of like younger cosplayers and stuff that are into this, which I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It's like I got into cosplaying when I was older.
I got into cosplaying when I was like 12 or 13, so you know.
Oh my god. But yeah, it was just I don't know. It was just a lot. It was just too much.
I completely get that. Don't worry.
Yeah, and it's just those things that sometimes talking to either groups of cosplayers like for like BNHA or like Danganronpa, I've had a lot of cosplayers and stuff just like kind of attack you.
Yes.
In your opinions.
Yes, I think. See, here's the thing, right? Here's my hot take, right? A lot of people who join the BNHA fandom or the Danganronpa fandom are SJWs. So, therein lies the main problem.
Yeah.
Yes, sorry?
Oh, no, it's just... I don't know, there's a lot of things that I want to get into, but it's not even like whether like they're younger or older, it's just... You kind of have to be respectful still, that if someone doesn't like something,
you don't get to dictate their likes and dislikes.
Yeah, it seems kind of like counterproductive. If you're trying to get someone to like something that you like, don't attack them on it.
Hi, cool.
Like,
Sorry, my friend popped up in chat. Yes.
No, it's okay.
Yes.
But yeah.
Yes, I completely. Yeah, I get that 100%. It's a huge thing here as well. Let me read chat for a bit. This is shameless self promo. That's when I was mentioning designs. Yes, this is my shameless self promo. Not the Danganronpa Kenny. Stop shipping Uraraka Becca. Okay, here's my what personally is your stance on like the whole you can't ship this, anti-shipping,
oh, like just like shipping and stuff in general.
Yeah, because you know, there's always so much. Especially now, everyone's like policing what you can and cannot ship.
Oh my god. I say honestly with shipping and stuff, if people are being problematic about it, like just kind of like respect like who people ship. I mean, they are fictional characters. People do have to remember that. And I know sometimes it's hard to because it ends up being a big part of like like your life and just kind of like what you talk about. But I find of course like some ships can like ruin the fandom. Well not ruin the fandom, but it can ruin people's like interpretations.
Yeah.
But depending on how far you take that belief.
My general belief, right? I obviously don't condone all the problematic things, but it's you know, especially in more Japanese oriented fandoms, a lot of Japanese artists and stuff tend to ship things like that, and I feel like here's my personal stance on that, right? If someone's shipping something that you don't fucking like, there is a block button.
Yeah, exactly.
At the ready. I don't know if you heard. Sorry to cut you off, but I don't know if you heard that when Genshin first became popular, a lot of people were shipping Kei and Diluc, which has since been debuffed by actually a good friend of mine, that it was a mistranslation. And you know, it's actually fine to ship them because they're sworn brothers and everything. But even if, you know, they were just adopted brothers and stuff, like there was a bunch of specifically Western Genshin fans that started attacking a bunch of K-Look shippers.
Oh god.
Especially like Korean and Japanese artists who, first of all, are Korean and Japanese, so their English is not fucking good, right? Because they don't need to speak that language. They don't need to, you know, learn the language of the colonialists. And like some of them got bullied so bad that they had to get off Twitter. They deleted their Twitter account because the comments and everything went that bad.
Oh my god, that's I mean, honestly, I do have to say, I know there was a lot of stuff going on with like mistranslation, and I mean, it happens. I mean, nothing's like translation-wise, nothing's gonna be perfect. To be honest.
Yeah, it's just a language thing, man. You can't translate anything perfectly to a T, because there's always gonna be some underlying context that only exists in that specific language and that specific culture.
Yeah, I mean, there's something like that, like with a mistranslation, and then you have people. I'm pretty sure. I think I asked you this before too, but you're a fan of Osamatsu-san, right?
Yes. Yeah, like, I know exactly what you're going to talk about. Yes.
There's a difference between mistranslation and then knowing exactly what you're doing. Like, if you know what I mean.
Yes, I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna
know,
get into that.
I know
you know?
exactly what you're talking about, but yes. But yeah, you know, to sum it up, essentially, I don't think people should have the entitlement. People nowadays are so super entitled, right? I don't think they should. You don't have the right to police anybody else on what they should like or what they should do. If you don't like it or you find them problematic, if they're not fucking harming anybody, you know, like if they're not actively being mean to someone, then why the fuck bother? There's a block button.
Like if they're not hurting, like if you're not hurting anyone, if you're totally not treating it as like these are this kind of thing is, yeah, and there's always a block button if you don't agree with that person's opinion, and there's the difference between people like attacking people about like something that they like. It's easy to avoid like necessarily harm.
Oh, sorry, your audio got really choppy. I was like, huh? I think it's my Wi-Fi though.
Yeah, my.
Okay, no, my Wi-Fi is stable now.
Yeah, my thing keeps like it's showing for like the voice connection keeps going to like red to orange.
Oh my god, it might be a problem on my part too. For a bit, my OBS was going from green or from orange to red to orange to red to orange to red, and I was like, lots of comments in the chat.
Oh my god, yeah.
Extremely controversial cosplay hot take, but if you don't wear makeup or don't style wigs, you won't be taken seriously as a cosplay. That is true. You know, I feel like if you want to do cosplay for like fun or like you're starting out, it's, you know, perfectly fine or whatever to you know, not wear wigs and stuff. But I don't know. I don't have a personal opinion of that. Hello, my lo-fi is not playing. Please, where is my spicy lo-fi? Hold on.
Spicy lo-fi.
I think it's a connection thing. My spicy lo-fi is not playing. For my spicy ears. Oh, okay, it's back. Like the Hitalia fandom. We don't mention the Hitalia fandom here.
Oh god.
It's super
I remember being into that.
Really? You were a Hitalia fan?
Once upon a time. Yeah.
No!
Yeah.
Friendship cancelled with KANDI.
Very dark time for me.
Oh my god. Oh, it's an ad. Never mind. Super counterproductive to call out artists that don't speak the same language as you. Yes, I agree with that. Which country has the nicest cosplayers? I don't know. I think there will always be bad weeds. I remember some judges saying the cosplay of this girl was bad because she dyed her hair instead of using a wig. Man, let's not get into that. Honestly, I don't hang out with that. Influenced by TikTok's Western culture. I blame the Chinese for creating TikTok. Okay, first of all, I feel a need to personally say this. TikTok is actually, they westernized it for, you know, obviously the West, because the Chinese version of TikTok, which is Douyin, is incredibly non-problematic. So don't fucking blame the Chinese, blame the fucking weird ass overly SJW American mindset that kind of, you know. Because someone in my comments was like, I blame the Chinese for creating TikTok, and I'm like, wait, in my chat, no. I'm low-key scared of the newer cosplayers. Oh yeah, the SG Coscom is fucking nuts, man. Okay, yeah, that's it. Okay, well, we got really off topic there, but I feel like that was a good conversation.
Yeah.
But yeah. So back to the main topic. I think it's good that, you know, you managed to find. I think a big part of everyone's coming out experience, you know, it's different for everybody, obviously, but I think one of the biggest common denominators is that people find a good social circle. that you know they can explore themselves in and have
something
supportive
like
people around
like you
them.
feel like you fit in. Yeah, it's just like you feel like you fit in, which everyone wants. So
this was in grade 8, was it? I think you said, was it?
Oh my god, it was like grade 9 or 10.
Can you please clarify what age that is for me?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Oh my god.
I'm assuming that's grade 12 is the last one. I know that. So that's around what, like 15, 16?
I think so. Oh my god, it's been forever since I've been in high school. That's so sad to say.
Hasn't it only been like 4 years?
It still feels like a long time.
I guess,
like,
especially with everything that's happened last year. Last year felt like 3 years.
Oh my god. Yeah, last year felt like forever. I'd say, let's say like roughly like around like 15.
That's fair. I think that's the coming of age. I came out to myself at 14, but that wasn't even what I identify as today. I came out at 14 as FTM, but now I'm non-binary because there was a period of time where I acted super hyper masculine because I was like, this is what it means to be trans, and I'm like, no, what?
No, it's just like all about like self-expression and like what you feel like you're. Like,
did you have a period like that actually? Like, cause I feel like that's a pretty common thing with a lot of AFAB people. Did you have, you know, that period where you felt like you had to be super hyper masculine in order to be valid as a trans person?
Oh my god, yeah, like I know typically it's always been like since I was little to like typically get along better with like male, like just like male friends than like female friends because I feel like I didn't exactly fit in too, so I was always trying to be that, like being the quote unquote, of course when you're little it's called being a tomboy. Like, being your just being a tomboy.
Did you hear me slam my desk?
Yes, I did.
Oh man, I get that. Fuck, dude.
Yeah, it's even worse because when I was little, I grew up in the country.
Oh my god, you were a little country boy.
Oh, country boy.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so it was always that I was like around with the guys, and I worked on a farm for a while. So
oh my god, very, farm boy. Oh my god, Stardew Valley manifesting right before me.
Yes, farm boy KANDI.
Man, well, yeah, I get that. The whole. Oh, I'm this thing. I'm probably just a tomboy, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, you're such a tomboy."
Yeah, but yeah, it was yeah, it's I definitely say with that. Yeah, I was just like trying to be like, oh, this is kind of like what I have to be for people to accept me more.
Yeah,
which kind of seems like very like screwed up, to be honest, because it's like, you know, you should just be yourself and whatever you're comfortable being, not trying to be something you're not.
Yeah, but I think those are concepts that, you know, kids and teenagers don't necessarily get because it's such a volatile time trying to find yourself and trying to fit in. Because there's always the fear of being left alone if you don't fit in.
Exactly.
Which is kind of what happened to me. But we don't have time to unpack all of that. I had a question in my head, but I've forgotten it immediately.
I've been oh my god, I haven't taken any of like my meds or anything in like a week, so my brain is just so foggy.
Why not? Have you just been forgetting?
It's because like I haven't been able to get like a refill or anything.
Oh, okay, so you don't have any more. Okay. My
brain just go.
I understand. I completely understand that. If you don't mind, what what meds do you take? Like what are they for?
It's like generalized like anxiety
Okay.
and like depression and stuff.
The
But
usual.
I'm pretty sure it was. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was like a very fast diagnosis. So I know that I have to get like re-diagnosed again.
Fast diagnosis? What do you mean? The doctor looked at you when it's a Twitter user and then gave you like some.
They're like, "Oh, you're gay. You're definitely depressed." No, it was just from my family doctor, but usually like.
Wait, so you didn't see like a proper official? Like psychiatrist or psychologist or anything?
No, I haven't at all.
That's not
I know.
Great. That's not great. When I have personal experience to back that it's not great claim up, because there was a period of time where I was having a lot of panic attacks, but I didn't know they were panic attacks, right? So I thought there was something wrong with me. And then when I went to the doctor, he kept fucking giving me like medicine to slow the heart rate. And I was like, oh, I feel like I'm dying. And then my mom was like,
well, yeah.
Maybe it's not that. And then we went to see a psychiatrist, and the psychiatrist was like, oh, what? Your brain's lacking serotonin. And I was like, so I'm not? My heart is fine? And he was like, yeah, but your brain isn't. And I was like, oh shit.
and that's the thing too. Like, oh my god, I lost my train of thought.
Oh,
damn it. Oh yeah, it's like you're already panicking anyway from like a panic attack and like a panic attack, anxiety attack. You don't want something that's gonna make you feel like you're dying.
So you just panic more.
Exactly. That's not gonna help anyone.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't blame my doctor, because obviously he's not like a specialist, but at the same time I'm like, bro.
What you doing?
I do hope you can get a refill soon, and go get a proper little diagnosis and maybe better like medicine and stuff. It is important.
Yeah, it's very important, because I just want to make sure that I haven't been like misdiagnosed. I mean, not like, because even yesterday I had a complete mental breakdown.
Yeah, well,
so I kind of think I need them.
I think it's less misdiagnosed and more like better medicine. Like, I'm guessing obviously the medicine has been working.
Yeah. I'm off work this week because I took time off.
I see.
Just because I'm like, I have vacation hours. I deserve time for myself.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, at least you have time. Every time I fucking text Milka, I'm like, hello, are you free? Do you want to collab? Do you want to come on Trans Thai Talks? Milka's like, I'm so sorry, I have work the next day. And I'm like, okay, fuck you.
I know. Honestly, because we work at the same place and everything.
Yes, I am aware.
God, that fucking location. I'm so sorry. That just
Why? What's wrong with it?
It's hell on earth. Both of us work at Starbucks.
Yes.
And we're the only drive-through location in our city.
Oh.
And
oh no. Okay, I see.
Yeah, it gets crazy, and our management sucks. Like, really sucks.
I remember seeing in your bio you're in Ontario, right? Is it? I think I saw it in your bio, but I don't remember if that was right. Ah, okay.
Oh yeah, so I think my mic cut out for a second.
I was like, did I get it wrong?
Yes.
See,
it's
Is that a big city? I have zero knowledge of Canadian geography.
It's fairly big, but it's kind of also in the middle of nowhere, which sucks.
Bruh. What do you mean it's in the middle of nowhere?
Literally nothing to do. It's just other like towns and stuff are far and few between, and if you don't have a car, you're kind of screwed.
Isn't that just most big countries though?
Yeah. honestly, yeah, it's like any sort of civilization is like over almost 7 hours away.
Yeah,
So.
before the pandemic and everything, I traveled to Europe a lot because my mom's, you know, kind of in her midlife crisis, and she's like, I want to see the world before I die, and I'm not complaining because I don't pay for anything, so I'm like, sure. But yeah.
Oh my god.
we went on all these tours, and when you're traveling between like cities or states and stuff, there's so much empty land.
I know.
Like,
and like
deserts, and I'm like, bro.
Like my dad actually, he lives in like he was born in Poland and he moved back to Poland.
Oh shit, so
I
you're
go and
half
visit him.
Polish.
Yeah.
Can you speak any Polish?
I don't know much Polish, only like a little bit.
Okay, that's fair.
I'm trying to think. Get back to me on that and I'll think of something.
Too early to speak another language right now.
Exactly. But yeah, everything is like so close, and honestly, I haven't seen him in like a few years. I video chat with him almost every week, but I just haven't physically seen him because of the restrictions.
Yeah, obviously. So. Man, I hope we get to see him soon though.
Yeah, we're making plans. I miss Europe.
That'll be rough with the quarantine though.
Yeah, and the only thing is Poland's political situation. I'm not gonna go into it because I don't want to like get political and stuff.
Oh yeah.
But like the stuff with they had a lot of problems before with they're not exactly LGBT.
Right. Okay. Yes.
friendly.
Yes. I was scanning my brain because I'm like relative. I'm like I'd say about 70% into politics. So I was scanning my brain for the information. I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah. It's so. I mean, my dad's okay with it.
That's good.
Like, my dad's okay with it. My stepmom's okay with it. My stepsister is like is gay. She has a fiance.
Oh shit!
So,
good for her.
Yeah, and they're gonna be getting married.
Oh
they're
my
supposed to get married this year.
Work, girl, work. Hell yeah.
I know.
We love to see it.
But yeah, just like the general populace, it's kind of really iffy because it's a very Christian country.
Yes, that's. I'm not as knowledgeable in history as my best friend is, Mogu. But I think that's because a lot of European cities and stuff are centered around Christianity.
Oh yeah, I love history. History is one of my favorite subjects, but I only know like European history, so I'm trying to get into learning like more Asian history.
You should fucking like. If you want something really comprehensive, and this isn't just me being racially biased, Chinese history is the most fucking comprehensive shit I have ever laid my eyes on.
Oh my god.
Like, there's so much shit.
You'll have to tell me some stuff at some point because I'm a huge history nerd, and it sucks only being like in the curriculum at schools. You're just learning. And then fair. Like European.
Yeah, well,
and then you briefly touch on like main events.
If I don't even. There's so many dynasties, and then in those dynasties, so much shit happened, and then there's also the legends and the myths and everything that spawned from what happened. It's like if you know how if you were to put the whole like China's comprehensive extensive history into words, that would be like 50 Bibles.
God.
The encyclopedia would be like comically those comically large books in like cartoons that they whip out, and they're huge, and then when you flip them the cover goes on the table. That's what that's like.
Yeah. Like I honestly, I don't know. Things like that are just so interesting, and I'm personally myself, I really don't like identify under like any kind of like religion or anything, and I'm open to learning about honestly anything.
That's fair.
Because I just find the world and everything and how people like function, it's just so interesting. It's really interesting.
Yeah, it is. I get it. I personally did not take history in school because that is not. I like learning about it, but studying for it is a whole different ballpark, and that's just not something I'm into. Especially the way they teach history here is not like it's not like questions. It's not memorization. It's a lot of inference and stuff, which I like, but there's very strict limits on what's right and wrong here. So I'm like, I'm a literature student, if you can guess.
I'd never be able to put something like this together. So you're way ahead of me.
Put something like what?
Put something like interview, like interviews and everything.
Oh, that's just because
together.
That's just because I don't shut up. I'm an incredible introvert, so like I don't know how I do it either, honestly. I think it's because I have the shield of well, not quite anonymity, but I don't get, so for example, I have social anxiety, but I don't have like phone anxiety, you know, so there's that kind of barrier.
I mean, I have like a lot of social anxiety, but that's mostly just with people I don't know.
That's fair.
And that's like face to face.
That's fair.
So I'm very like,
yeah, face to face I'm more like but online I'm like
it's like quirky.
Yeah, I think something that also helps is that online that you know, we can be more ourselves without fear of facing like discrimination and shit.
Exactly.
I got the question again. The question was there and then it left my head. Hold on.
Okay.
Let me check.
I feel bad.
Oh, okay. I have an idea. Do you think that the Vtuber community is, you know, super inclusive and you know, really open and accepting, or do you think more like improvements could be made in that area? Because personally, I haven't seen a lot of discrimination in the community, but you know, then again, my social circle is mostly gay people, so obviously there's not a lot of discrimination there.
No, I understand that. I don't know, I haven't really been in the Vtubing community long enough.
When did you join, actually? That's a question that I forgot to ask.
Oh my god, I have to check, actually.
I think when I joined, it was around the same time Milka just started. So that was like January? Yeah. Oh, no.
Yeah,
Late December, I think.
I like joined and started doing this in January.
That's fair.
So it's...
I've been doing this for... Oh my god, I've been doing this for a month and 7 days now. Well,
oh my god.
And I've already gotten 1 model upgrade. How's that for updating?
Oh my god. I'm still on like PNG. I'm probably gonna be on that for a while. And
That's
I just changed my design.
Rigging is expensive. I don't blame you. That's why I did everything myself, because I'm a stingy little piece of shit.
God save.
If you ever need a 3D model, just let me know.
Oh my god, yes.
I'd literally
please.
be happy to do it for you and Milka for like a discounted price of $0.
Oh my god, I'll blush. I'll give you all my love and appreciation.
I literally don't have any commissions right now, so I'm like, I'm bored out of my fucking mind. I want to play with Vroid, so I've been just making OCs.
Oh my god. I honestly, I still need to actually commission my like an actual model
Right, because for your
like an
new
actual
one, right?
like.
For your new one.
Oh my god, I love my new design more than like this design that I mean you're seeing currently.
With the
Um,
fluffy, the super fluffy hair that covers your eyes.
yeah, I love it so much. You know Ado, right?
Yes, yes.
Do you
The
follow
person
her?
who drew Milka's original PNG and your current PNG. Ooh.
Yeah, she's working on my reference sheet right now, and I love her so much.
Oh, that's so sweet. It's good. I really
she
like
is
her
so
art style.
sweetheart.
Very pretty.
She's really good. She's like really professional, but also absolutely adorable. So
That's the best kind
love
of
her.
people.
Yeah, it really is. But I mean, going back to like the because I just thought of something. Going back to like the discrimination
Oh, yes.
and everything for like Vtubing. I don't know. The only thing I've seen a lot of is that the mentality that you won't be recognized if you don't have a female Vtuber model.
Yeah, well, I was talking about this yesterday with my friend actually on stream. That is truth to the fact that, you know, female NSFW artists, Vtubers are like the easiest to be recognized, and you know, male say so. So you and me, not so much Milka anymore. You and me, Milka networking via dropping PNG on every horny drop your PNG ever.
Yeah,
but you know, male say
he's just
so
on
like
some other level.
male say so like you and me. It's a lot harder to grow.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Like I don't know why specifically male VTubers it's harder, but a lot of like my mutuals and a lot of like my friends that I have, I had no idea until I heard them talk that a lot of them are like cis male.
Yes, like okay.
me,
Oh my
that's
god. I
just
remember.
baffling.
I remember. Do you know Jusagi? Jusagi-chan, the business VTuber.
Yeah, I don't think I'm familiar with them.
Really? He's pretty popular, but like he has this really cute anime girl avatar with red hair and a side ponytail and a little business suit. And when I first saw him, I was like, when I first saw his page, I was like, oh, she's really cute. And I went to check out his YouTube channel, and I was like, oh, I wonder what kind of voice she's gonna have. Like, is it gonna be like a really cute voice, or if she's a business VTuber, is she gonna have like, you know, a more mature voice? And then when he started speaking, it went, "Hi, my name is Jusagi," and I was like, what the fuck?
It's just so like jarring.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, you know. If that's how you wanna, you know, sort of express yourself and present yourself to people, I get it. But when there's like no pronouns in the bio or anything, I'm just like, what? Huh?
It's like,
there's nothing to expect, you know. You don't see it coming, so when it's kind of like a punch in the face. Yes, I think your mic cut out.
Yeah, I think it's cutting in and out right now.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, sorry, you were saying?
No, one of my, do you know, oh my god, I don't know if you follow them, but, his name is Pit.
I don't think I'm familiar, I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay, it's, honestly, I had no idea that he was a cis guy, because, like, we've just been talking back and forth and everything, and he has such, like, a cutesy model and stuff, and then I talked to him, and he has, like, such the most, like, bro voice.
Not the bro voice!
I love him, though. Absolute sweetheart. Amazing.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Like,
it's just kind of, like, jarring at the
Yeah, I get it. I have another friend, Rain Vtube. He's a NSFW slime VTuber, and he has a pretty feminine model. So, you know, I thought it was a girl, like a cis girl, right? So I was like, oh, okay, gonna have a high pitched voice, you know, one of those like ada kind of slime VTubers, right? And then I go into his stream, and he's like, he has like a really like kind of like, I guess like mid-tone kind of nasally-ish voice, and I was like, what the fuck? I asked him about his pronouns, and he was like, I go by any pronoun. So I was like, okay, that's fair. But at the same time, with such a like kind of cutesy, feminine, really almost hyper feminine model, I was like, what?
I'd really like to know at the beginning, like, why there's so many specifically why is a lot more male male guys having like female like VTuber.
You really
personas.
you
Like,
really
I
don't like understand it?
yeah, like I just found that there's a lot, and it's still that like I'm still like barely like new to the VTubing community, so I'm just kind of curious.
Well, I think it's less of a VTubing thing and more of just a general thing, because okay, first and foremost, a lot of cis guys look at females. So what's better than having a female avatar? So when you're streaming, you can look at a female, right?
My God, you're right.
So that's the first thing. Second of all, a lot of these guys know, as people in the VTubing community and the VTubing fan base, first of all, because that's how a lot of people get into VTubing. A lot of VTubers, and as a result, the VTubing fan base is directed towards cishet men. So if you look at Niji Sanji less, but more on Hololive. If you look at the entire Hololive fan base, it's a lot of cishet men who are here for their anime waifus, you know? So...
oh, yeah.
Yeah, so obviously a lot of the VTubing fan base is gonna be cishet males, which, as a result, this isn't even like, you know, biased or anything. I think this is like purely statistics, or, you know, it's just pretty obvious that as a result, a lot of more popular VTubers are going to be the female ones, especially the NSFW ones, because you wouldn't be on VTuber, you wouldn't be into VTubers if you were a cishet male that was, for lack of a better word, it's taken. Or you know, just that kind of cishet
like,
male. So,
okay,
you know.
that honestly, that explanation makes more sense though.
Yeah, that's
Because, yeah,
my
it's mostly, like,
that's kind of
directed
my
and
summary
their anime
of it.
waifus.
Yeah. Like I posted a thing because my best friend for a period of time was feeling really good about themselves, so they posted a little selfie, which I'm like fine with. I find that I understand why bigger companies don't allow face reveals and everything, because obviously the anonymity of it is really important for like the bigger idols, because that prevents stalking and obviously for a lot of safety reasons. But like my friend and I are really small VTubers in comparison to, like, for example, Artemis or anything. So you know, them posting their face had zero harm to anything. And especially indie VTubers, I feel like face reveals doesn't fucking harm anyone. If someone wants to post their face, then let them fucking post their face, you know? You don't have any right to say anything about that. But anyway.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, I posted a thing because my friend got some nasty comments about their appearance, and I was like, hi. I guess the way I phrased it was a little bit off. I was like, oh, you know, it takes a lot of courage to post your face, especially since VTubing has the privilege of anonymity, and a lot of people came at me for that, and I got attacked by a lot of, but you know, the point still kind of stands that, you know, if someone wants to post their face, it does take a lot of bravery, and you know, exactly. Especially if it's something they want, you know. And then I got attacked by a bunch of cishet guys who are unsurprisingly all Hololive fans, and they were all like, no, and I'm like, y'all are just scared. Y'all are just scared that if your anime waifus reveal their face and they're your standard of ugly, that you're gonna be fucking mad at it, and that's not my problem that y'all have fucking insecurity issues that you feel the need to attach yourself to a virtual avatar of a real woman who has a real life out there.
Damn, Lish, go off.
The silence.
But yeah, no, I get exactly what you mean. It's especially I don't know. It definitely is like a choice if you want to like post like your face and everything. I don't know if I'll do that anytime soon. Only with people that I feel comfortable, and that's just like showing showing
I'm
off
honored.
cosplays and stuff because it has to do with makeup.
I am honored.
Yeah.
Wow, oh my god.
Only for you. Mwah.
Wow, thank you. Mwah.
But yeah, I know people just have this. They get this very like warped idea of like this is what I had in my mind, and because you don't live up to that, like screw you kind of thing.
Yeah.
Which is really fucked up.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, it'd be okay. Here we go. This is a question. What are your thoughts on gatekeeping in the LGBT community?
You'll have to remind me on what gatekeeping means again.
Okay, so something that's really relevant to this, and that I ask the past, I can't say a lot of people, the past 2 people that have been on the show. Basically, it's like you can only identify as trans if you're this. If you experience body dysphoria, if you want to go on HRT, if you want to da-na-na-na, or something that's I think more relevant and something that's maybe a little bit easier to remember and recall. And it's especially in the cosplay community, it's you can't do. I mean, okay, this is a little controversial, isn't it? The whole black facing issue, the whole face taping issue, the whole da-da-da issue, the whole da-da-da issue.
Yeah.
Yes, essentially that.
Okay. I mean, like, I know a lot of people do that. That when I don't know, people think that when they like identify as something that they have to push that it's like, okay, this is how I present myself, that means you have to, or else you're not valid. Which is a very like screwed up way of thinking. It's I don't know, feel like the LGBT community is specifically for being able to express yourself freely. But
yes.
Why are we saying, like, why are we dictating what like I'm trying to think of the right words.
Take your time, your time. It's still early for you. I understand if the little juicer's working a little bit slow, you ain't got enough juice.
No, I haven't had coffee, anything to eat. I'm great. No, but it's just weird with people thinking that they know your identity better than you do. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, I completely get it.
It's just very weird for, I don't know, I haven't experienced it personally myself. I don't, at least not that I can pinpoint. I might use like one of my friends as like an example and everything, because one of my friends is female to male, identify as like heavily like their voice is like low, they've had top surgery.
Oh, good for them.
Things. Yeah, like I think a lot of people, because I know like a lot of like their younger followers to think that that's what they have to be if they want to be like trans and everything, but also at the same time the way that he identifies himself in like cosplay and everything else, he still dresses very like feminine.
Yeah, obviously. I mean,
so it's not like he's always presenting himself as male, but he still always identifies as male.
yeah, understandable.
So it's, I guess that can't really like dictate how, like, because he'll like, he's always like always identify as male. He'll always be male no matter if he's dressing up feminine or
It's
like
fucking cosplay,
or
bitch.
Exactly, and he just like dresses up more feminine like in general too, but still identifies as like male, like in and out of cosplay. So that, I mean, that's how he expresses himself personally. Does that mean that everyone else that like identifies as trans has to do that? Like, no.
Yeah.
So it's,
Yeah, okay, I understand that.
yeah.
Because there was a period of time during the whole hyper masculine phase that I refused to cosplay any even female presenting characters because I got so dysphoric and so like anxious about it. But the first time that I did actually cosplay like a female character, which is was Anne from Persona 5, I had such like kind of gender euphoria in a way, because it felt very freeing to be out of the whole toxic hyper masculine kind of mindset that you have to be super masculine, you have to be a bro in order to be a trans man.
Yeah, it's just a very screwed up way of like thinking, to thinking that you have to do this to even like be considered this,
to be validated as, yeah.
Exactly, and it's like I like dressing up as like more masculine like characters, or like, because even although like if I cosplay a female, they're typically more like masculine and stuff.
Yeah.
Like the only female cosplayed was like Moira from Overwatch, and she's very
valid.
like
she's butch
very
she's essentially a butch lesbian, yes.
Exactly. And it's like one of my idols when it comes to like androgyny is like David Bowie and everything. So
okay, yes, that's a good one.
Exactly, and he's just, I don't know, he's always been able to present himself like either like male, female, whatever, and just like I admire that so much.
Yeah, that's
so
I think it's really good that you have like sort of an idol for that, because I don't think I particularly have like an idol in like gender representation and everything. But I think it's really neat that you have someone that you can sort of look up to for that kind of stuff, because I guess in a way it makes you feel less alone.
Yeah, like it's definitely where I started getting into more like my androgynous style that was heavily influenced by him, because I don't know, it was just okay if he can do it, like I can do it. It's I love like being able to look up to someone.
That's really sweet. Aww. Very cute.
I know it sounds very cheesy.
No, I think it's cute.
Aww.
Like, I think it's a very wonderful and sweet way to look at things, especially in a society that's not very sweet or wonderful.
No. Unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
It has its up and downs.
Yeah, I mean, I think.
Oh.
Sorry?
No, sorry. Excuse me. I did a little burp.
It's okay.
I tried to cover it up.
I was like, what? It's okay. Well, yeah. Well, words are not coming to me right now. Nope, I found them. I understand what you mean, and I personally find it really stupid that, you know, there's such a huge thing about, oh, you have to be masculine to be a man, you have to be feminine to be a woman, when, you know, the whole beauty of being trans is that you grew up being experiencing essentially the opposite, or, you know, kind of the one side of the spectrum, which, you know, gives you a lot more, it gives you a different perspective to if you grew up cis, because you see, you know, once you kind of find your identity and everything, you start to see the flaws in a lot of how, you know, how cis men are treated, how cis females are treated, and, you know, you kind of identify all these things and you come to understand and be able to empathize better. So I find it really stupid that there's so much gatekeeping on, you need this to be trans, you need this to be trans, you need this, right? When the beauty of it all is that you can be whoever you want, because whatever sex you're born at birth, that's not who you are, even if for a good portion of your life that's how society treated you.
Yeah, it's just all about what you identify as, like what you feel comfortable with, and like it's supposed to be that this community, like the LGBT community, is supposed to uphold that, but a lot of the times I think it gets lost too, because a lot of the times it's the community itself doesn't always stick to that.
Yeah.
And I feel like there's still a lot of like phobias and stuff, especially because I've seen it happen a lot, because I have a coworker who's who's a trans woman.
Oh, good for her.
Yeah, I love her so much. I miss not working with her.
Oh, she.
But
okay.
Because I've been gone for a week.
Yes.
So
for a minute, I was like, she quit, and I was like, no, wait, you're on leave.
No, it's I still feel like, especially for trans women, I don't know, just from what I've seen, that there's still a lot of.
I think
it's not as
honestly, trans women have it the roughest.
Yeah.
Especially POC trans women.
Yeah, especially because it is that thing of, like, you know, toxic masculinity, which is still very, very prevalent, no matter like how much you want to dismiss it.
Ah, man.
I know. I hate getting real with that, and it sucks because I want to look on the positive side. I want to like be positive and be like, oh, things are changing. It's in a good way, but there's still a lot of like flaws that no matter what community or society, it's still very flawed.
I think in order to be positive, you need to be able to accept the negatives and then see what you can, and then look at it as a form of things to continue working on in order to get past that. And that's how you remain positive, you know?
Yeah, or it's better to do that, to actually like accept that there's downsides to something than, you know, be blissfully unaware.
Yeah, I think, or, you know, nothing's ever gonna be nothing's ever gonna be perfect, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, the last question I have for you for the night. Well, morning for you.
Morning. Night for you.
What advice do you have for... Hold on, let me double check the question, because I have the brain the size of a fucking baked bean. Do you have any advice to other trans people who, you know, potentially want to get into VTubing but are afraid to put themselves out there?
I just say, from someone that's super, super introverted and not comfortable with like, not comfortable being like personal and stuff with people, but I think I've been doing pretty good, but that's probably just because I ramble a lot.
Okay, Kin.
Yeah.
This entire this whole like interview show was just an excuse for me to ramble with another person for an hour and a half.
Oh my god. Yeah, I definitely say try it. Try VTubing, try to get into it. I didn't think it'd be something for me. I didn't think I'd have fun with it, but I took the leap and tried something new, and being able to express myself as like I wouldn't normally IRL is it's nice, and all the people that you meet, and yeah, it just kind of like opens up like
A lot of doors.
opens you up to different like more doors, like different experiences.
That's
Like, for
solid
sure.
advice. That is solid,
Yeah.
solid advice. All right.
And
Well,
that's coming from a sleep-deprived Candy.
not bad. Not bad. I think there's wisdom in sleep deprivation. Less of a filter, maybe. All right. Well, thank you. That wraps up for today. Thank you so much, Candy, for taking the time out of your day and for waking up just for this. Really appreciated you coming on the show. I think we had some good chats today.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Thank you so much for having me on here. I really enjoyed it.
I'm glad you enjoyed
I really
it.
enjoyed talking to you.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
I haven't been able to talk to you much lately because I'm a baby and I get nervous. But yeah, I love rambling with you.
Yeah, of course. Like, literally feel free to like hit me up anytime. I don't shut up. I never shut up. I'm really quiet to people I don't know, but the minute you get to know me, my mouth is like a can. Once you open that can tap, it's never closing, baby.
Same here.
But yeah, so for general stuff, tomorrow no stream. I will be taking a break, although I may or may not do a gorilla of me fucking around with Vroid because I am Vroid deprived. My schedule will be up Sunday night, so please look forward to that. And yeah, once again, thank you, Candy, so much for being here. This is the last episode of Trans Thai Talks before I change it to something more general. I have no idea what it's gonna be called yet or what it's gonna be about, but I'll let you know shortly. Otsumi, thank you. Bye bye.